This next comedian, she's been my friend for over 20 years, and I can remember most of them. You've seen her on every comedy show on television, and she has a new one-hour special airing right now here on CMT. Please welcome the funniest woman on this planet, Kathleen Madigan. Give it up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and thank you to all the soldiers that are here. I really don't know how you guys do it. I spent 2 weeks in Afghanistan over the holidays, and it is such a colossal dump. My brother's like, what was it like? I go, here's what it's like, Pat. Go out into your garage, take off all your clothes, get in your walk-in freezer, and then every 15 minutes, I'm gonna come out there and throw sand in your face. And the soldiers have such good attitudes. I mean, we went to one forward operating base, and the Marines have to go first. There's like 200 of them. There's no toilets. The showers are outside. The sinks are outside. And this 21-year-old kid goes, well, ma'am, it's really not that bad. I'm like, really? Where were you raised? Like in a well? This is horrible. And how did our government do this? How did we got 150 Humvees here, but nobody could pick up a porta potty? Nobody could work that out? The Missouri State Fair figured it out. Why don't you give them a call? What up with the porta potties? And then on one of these bases, I lit a cigarette, and this guy comes up and he goes, ma'am, this really isn't the smoking area. Have you looked down, sir? This whole country is an ashtray. Look at the ground. I haven't seen a floor in 14 days. There's no smoking area anymore, sir. And the assignments the soldiers are given, some of them are completely psychotic. I went and met with 20 female Marines, and I said, well, what do you guys do? And they go, oh, we have to go into the Taliban-run town and talk to the women about women's rights. Really? Like, do you speak their language? And they were like, oh, no. I go, do they speak English? And they were like, no. I go, so let me get this straight. You're supposed to go into a Taliban-run town and play a game of charades with a lady dressed up like a beekeeper and try to trick her into leaving her husband who thinks it's the year 11. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think she's gonna whip off that burqa and go, that's it, Muhammad, I have had it. As soon as we get a road, because we don't have one yet, seriously, I am so far out of here on that camel. Then I got home, and we get dropped off at the Washington, D.C. airport. I haven't had a shower in days. My hair's in a ponytail, no makeup, glasses on. I have a hat, a baseball hat, to hide my filthy hair that says USO. I'm in the bar to eat breakfast at the airport. There's an old guy about 70, and he's slamming whiskey. And he looks at my hat, and he goes, USO, huh? Are you with them? And I go, well, I'm not really with them. I just went and did a bunch of shows for the troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. He goes, oh, really? Bunch of shows, huh? What are you, like a showgirl or a stripper? And at first I was mildly offended, and then I thought, wait a minute, this guy still thinks I'm hot enough to be a stripper at my age. He looked through no showers of 2 weeks and went, hot chick, that's amazing. Like, I should marry that man. So it's nice to be home. It's nice to be in the South. I do love the South. The one thing I love about the South the most is the Southern accent, because, especially on women, because if there's one thing I'm sure of, if there's a hell and there's a Satan, there's no possible way it's a Southern woman, because you couldn't take it seriously. You get to hell and there's the devil going, hi, welcome to hell. What? Are you serious? Mm-hmm, I'm gonna set your ass on fire in a minute. First, I made you a nice piece of pie. Ah. And whenever I work in the South, I love it that after the show, inevitably some guy will come up and go, "You're pretty funny for a girl, but I can tell by the way you talk you're a Yankee." I'm like, "A Yankee? I'm from Missouri, and let me tell you this little piece of history, sir. I don't even know if we were in the war. I think we just fought each other, and we were half and half and never even left our own state, because that's just how dumb we are. We didn't even get out of the state." There's not a lot to say about Missouri except this. We were recently ranked #1 in crystal meth labs. Thank you. Yes, we were #2 last year, and like Opry told us to, we set a goal, and we did it. We've kicked Tennessee's ass back to #2 where they belong. I'm like, really, crystal meth? That's what we're good at? I mean, I've done some stupid things in my life, but I would never do a drug that involves rednecks and science. No. No. That's why those labs keep blowing up every night on the news, because you got Scooter and Moron out in the shed. They're trying to do chemistry. They don't have a GED between the two of them. I'm like, I would give my entire week's paycheck to hear the conversation right before the explosion. You're supposed to use more ammonia, dumbass, and saw it on the TV. Why don't you just shut the hell up and turn up the heat like I told? Ow! God. Idiot. I have never been on a cruise ship in my life, but Louis Black, who's performing later, organized a comedy cruise ship thing, and I was like, I don't know. Well, we went, and wow, if you're a drinker, the exciting thing about a cruise ship is after you're on the ship for about 10 minutes, you realize, hey, I don't have to drive anywhere for 7 days. Wow. And these cruise ships are huge. This one sat 4,000 people. My sister goes, "What was it like?" I go, "Here's what it was like, Kate. Picture if we were all standing in the Bellagio in Las Vegas, and all of a sudden, it just sailed away." But if you're a drinker, you're not going to get to do a lot of the activities on the boat, because they have all kinds of activities, but you have to be up early, and you have to be sober and beat the chubby people with the fanny packs to the ticket booth. And that is not easy. They are down there at 7 a.m. "I got my dolphin tickets. I'm going to go climb a tree in a jungle." They are prepared. If you're a drinker, you're going to roll off that ship at about 1 a.m., walk into some weird Mexican town, and meet a guy in an alley with a clipboard that has a picture of a sea turtle, and you're going to follow him for $20 to a bus. That's what you're going to do. Because Louis was like, "This is ridiculous. We shouldn't be doing it. I don't like the whole idea of it." I go, "I know, but Lou, this is why this is a real adventure. We could be killed today." On cruise ships, for whatever reason, in the morning when you turn on your TV, they need to show you the bill from what you did yesterday. It's the second day, like I roll over, I grab my glasses, I turn on the TV, and I'm like, wow, really, Kathleen? Really? 14 margaritas and a dolphin ride? And I don't even remember a dolphin ride, but I don't want to challenge it because I'm sure they've got a picture of it. You guys, thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the troops. Good night. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.
All right, everybody, we're live right now on Sirius XM Radio. Let's let everybody know what the AFF actually does.
We take care of a lot of families. A lot of people don't realize when somebody gets hurt, the government will pay for their family to come to the hospital, but nobody's actually paying those bills at home. So what we do is we pay for their family's bills at home so that they actually have a home to return home to.
Give a shout out to them.
That's why I think it's cool that at least this show will go, "Hello, America. We still have people out here trying to protect this country, and how about a little heads up? How about send them a phone card? How about send them a care package? Like, just bring it back to the forefront. The news won't.
Right.
So it's up to Ron White. How far is our country falling? How far? Is our country going?
Find ourselves in quite a pickle as a country.